नमस्कार, मैं रंजन कुमार। आप देख रहे हैं जेएमसी स्टडी हब। जनरली आप जब भी विदेशी से मिलते होंगे या विदेशों से बातें करते होंगे तो आपको ऐसा लगता होगा कि वो इंडिया के बारे में क्या सोच रहे हैं या हमारे देश के बारे में क्या सोच रहे हैं। तो इसी विषय पर हम चर्चा करेंगे एक घाना के फ्रेंड डैनियल फोस्टर से। तो उनसे पहले बात करने से पहले, चर्चाएं करने से पहले जरा जानते हैं इन्हीं के बारे में।
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Host. I would like to say namaskar to our audience, and I also want to thank you for inviting me for today's program.
नमस्कार in the Indian style. You can think that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, my name is Daniel Foster, and I am a Ghanaian by birth. Ghana is part of the continent of Africa. It's in the western part of the African continent. So Ghana is a West African country. Yeah, I decided to do my master's program, and so I had the opportunity to apply. Yeah, I had the opportunity to apply to some schools outside Ghana. I did apply in a school at the United States. I also applied at a school in Canada and India as well. But I say India gave me a good offer, so I have the opportunity to come here.
Okay. You get the opportunity to come to India.
Yeah.
So Daniel, you tell that what you think or what is your perceptions about the India?
Yeah, my perceptions about India, it's let me start by saying that in my home, my country, you see, in my country, we see Indians as a different kind of people. Yeah, so let me say, sometimes we see them as people who don't like other people from other countries.
Yeah.
That is how we see them. So when I was even coming here, I was a bit scared because I was asking myself, so what kind of environment am I going to live in? Are the people going to accept me? How am I going to make my life comfortable here? Because, my program is also about 2 years. I'm supposed to spend 2 years in India for my master's program. So I was a bit confused. But when I got to India, I can tell you that all my negative perceptions have been cleared. All my doubts have been cleared. Why am I saying that all my doubts have been cleared? Yes, I got to know that Indians treat their visitors as gods.
Okay.
And when somebody or someone is treated as God, you can understand. God is somebody we worship or something we worship. Even though we all don't know or we have not seen God before, but we worship Him, we see Him as a supreme being. So if somebody is seeing you as a God, then you can understand the kind of treatment the person is going to offer to you.
Okay.
You get it. This brings a typical example when one day I closed from college, I closed from my university, and I'm on my way to board my bus to come to my hostel. I met this young engineering student who I think he will be in the second year or the third year. And this guy was having a juice in a bottle.
Yeah.
That he bought. He just went to the canteen to buy, and he wanted to take. But as soon as he asked me, friend, where are you coming from? And I said, I'm from Ghana. I'm an African. He said, African? I said, yes, I'm African. And then he asked me, from which country? I said, from Ghana. We were talking. Before I realized, this guy handed over the bottle of juice to me.
He offered you.
He offered me. And I said, why are you offering me? He said, oh, no, take it. This is how we treat our visitors. My parents taught me that anytime I see a visitor, I should treat him like a god. So that's why I'm offering you. Please, don't be offended. Take it. And in fact, I became so cool in myself that how can this young man offer me such a thing? But I took it, and I was so grateful to him. So it tells you the kind of people Indians
It is also grateful to us.
Yeah. Yeah, it tells you the kind of people Indians are, that they love humans, they love human beings. And when you visit their country, they want to leave a mark on your mind. They want to leave an impact on your mind, so that when you go back, you can tell some of the good things you see in India. So if you ask me of my perception, in terms of the human beings as Indians, they are lovely people. I can say without any doubt that they are lovely people. They are very caring people. I tell you, even my international cell in my university, the way they will even handle you, the way they even talk to you, the way they will encourage you, the kind of counseling they will give you, you feel at home. You don't even want to go back to your country. And also our professors, the professors that teaches me, they are so great. In fact, they take their time to teach you, even though there are research, facilities around that you can go and read on yourself. But they teach you. They try to make sure they are imparting knowledge onto you. So, in fact, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and it's a wonderful thing to come to India to come and study. And apart from that, also, I have learned other things that I want to share.
Yeah.
Things such as, India is a country of hope.
Hope.
Yeah, I say India is a country of hope, because it's like everybody or every Indian want to see that he or she contributes to the growth of the country. And that is a wonderful thing. If all human beings or if all individuals from nations will have that kind of spirit, it is going to help. Like every country will develop. There will not be a third world country. There will not be a second class country or a developed country. No, because we all feel that we want to do something for our country, and that is all about life. Life is leaving an impact, leaving an imprint on the lives of others. And that is what I see about India. In fact, you see every morning when we are even going to college, you see the way they are so eager, doing their best, supporting the growth of their country. And that is I think the last time I read in one of the literatures that the plan for Agenda 2020, so far as India is concerned, that India wants to grow their economy to $5 trillion.
Okay.
Which is not a joke. But when I see the way everyone is doing his bit, those in agriculture are doing their best. Professors are professors are doing their best. People in IT are also doing their best, and we all know that India is the superpower of IT. Yeah.
How can you say that India is superpower of IT?
Oh, brother, we all know. Currently, if you ask me, as a researcher or as a student, I can tell you that Google helps me a lot, because if I have a discussion with a professor, or a professor teaches me something and I don't understand, I just go on my phone, pick my phone, Google on what the professor taught, and before I realize, I have a lot of information to read.
So Google founder,
and I know
Google CEO Sundar Pichai you are talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about that intelligent and that brilliant guy.
You can see the behind the Google.
Yeah, that intelligent and brilliant. I say he's a very intelligent, because sometimes you ask yourself, how can somebody sit down and have a thought that, let me put things together, things that, or let me say studies, or things that if it were not to be Google, like for you to be able to come across those things to read, it will be a difficult thing. But he has been able to put all this together in a form of a search engine. So you just, at the click of a button, you get all your information.
Yeah.
And you are good. So now if you even don't go, fine, libraries are good. Library is good for you to go and read. But if you have your phone and you have your tablet, you have your laptop.
You mean to say that Indian minds are behind Google?
Yeah. It's a good thing. And apart from that, also, we know that the best human capacity, so far as the world is concerned.
Can you say the example, some?
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, but I can. In fact, let me say that I don't have readily names to mention. Yeah, but if you go to the UK, you go to the United States, and you ask of brilliant doctors, they are Indians. And that one, I can even say that the other day, President Trump, when he visited India, he said it in one of his public speech.
He said about the Tendulkar and Virat Kohli.
Exactly. He mentioned them, that these guys are brilliant guys, and he was having so much praise for India. You get it. So at least when you see some of these things, it encourages you. And I would not say I have not regretted to come to India to study, because I've come to where let me say knowledge has its foundation. I've come to a place where knowledge has its foundation. So I am getting practical knowledge, not only reading in books. Okay, I'm seeing some of the things that I read in books so practical, and it becomes so meaningful to me. Okay. Because if you learn theories and there's no practicals, whatever you are learning doesn't become meaningful to you. Okay, because when we go out there, it is the practice that you are going to do, not the theories. And that is what I've realized I've seen in India. You go to colleges and universities, and they don't only teach you what is in the book. They also take you to the ground. I know one friend who is a journalist and who is studying journalism. And you don't only see them in a classroom reading. You go to their college building, and they have a whole studio where they do practice. They sit down, interview people in that order. So if that person is able to get that kind of knowledge, and if he leaves the school, the college, he's already prepared. He's not now going to search for preparation somewhere. He's already prepared, and that is a good thing. And this thing is what I'm going to take to Africa, because in Africa we are trained to read. You only read, you fill your mind with the knowledge, but the practice is not there. So when you are given the practical situation,
here you see the practical knowledge also.
Knowledge, and that is a brilliant thing. Whatever you are doing, you are introduced to your course, and it becomes.
Okay, so we will pause it here. And what do you think about the Modi?
Yeah.
What is your perceptions?
In fact, that's a tricky question. Let me say
okay.
Tricky question. The reason why I'm saying that is that, sometimes you want to stay out of trouble a bit. You get it. But let me say, let's do a whole session on PM Modi.
Okay, because definitely. Yeah.
I admire so much. He encourages me so much. And when I listen to him, even though I don't understand so much the Hindi, but when I listen to him, I become so inspired.
Definitely, he's so energetic, man.
Yeah, so I think we have to do a whole session on him.
Definitely, we will do.
And I can discuss the man, Prime Minister Modi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Hope so, we will talk on the next video.
Yeah, we'll do another video.
Thank you.
I'm always available. Anytime I'm giving an invitation, I'll come and honor it.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Hope we will talk in the next video about the Modi, what the perceptions he thinks about. So आपने देखा कि कैसे जब एक भारतीय तारीफ करता है अपनी कंट्री के बारे में, तो उससे ज़्यादा कहीं तारीफ हमें सुनने में तब अच्छा लगता है जब एक विदेशी नागरिक तारीफ करता है हमारे कंट्रीज़ के बारे में. सो अगले वीडियो में हम फिर से मिलेंगे कोई और टॉपिक के बारे में. थैंक यू.